Solid Hill TDS, J. Leo, Hitchhikers, check. I'ma spit fire and propane. Keep a little baggie of some veggies, your romaine. Zombie ass bitch tryna eat up the whole brain. While this bummy ass nigga still asking for more change. Get your taste buds lit, popping right under your tongue. Lighting up a sharp strain, feel like it's chopping your lungs. Smoke another leaf to the head, feeling like Danny Phantom. Got a medicine jar in my car full of zany samples. Running with the factions when my rations getting low. Get down on the floor, blood races like I'm whipping blow. Shit show for show, I don't know, I just release and go. Can't hear what you're saying, this we too loud and you're speaking low. Johnny smoking haze, ain't a blaze, I got heat to throw. Then I'm let the heater flow and send you to the heat below. Think it's a game, I pick the dice before you let them roll. Think I'm insane, but from the start I never had control. Have you ever danced with the devil in the pale of the moonlight? Have you ever laid with a demon with the flames by your bedside? Smoking the air, sipping on spirits, get the mood right, get the crew hype. Middle fingers to the blue lights, dancing on your grave while I gaze into the moonlight.
Rolling through the city, heart is empty, but I'm feeling frisky, knowing I can make it even though these niggas want it in me. Got some rolling papers and some bitches, yeah, we getting litty, feeling out of place. Fuck it, I got my niggas with me. We on a long road, smoking trees and bagging hoes. Love is faded, I'm jaded, consequences are never told. Running out of character, the real me is getting old. Facing the facade, 50 shades, and I fall below. I'm on some new shit, underworld a new bitch. Your loose lips tangle you up, I guess this news fits. I do this, spitting some fire in F doom hits. The sun god bringing some light, now watch your mood switch. Hieroglyphs when writing scripts, now my stable conquering. Conjuring some spirits in the valleys where they die and quit. Just a gladiator on a righteous tip, still sharp and steel, but I'm colder than the Arctic gets.
Chill. What's up, y'all? Y'all know who it is. It's your boy Welcome on. I'm running a little bit late. I'm running on straight color people time. I'm on CP time. It's all good. But y'all know what the deal is. It's 40 Water. That's the homie Silent Hill. Silent Hill TDS, the official and unofficial theme song. Look, because a brother's running on CP time. Forgive me. Shit happens. All right. I'm still here. Damn it. I'm still here. My bad. What's been kind of, I guess, a new tradition now for the last few weeks. We're going to skip all the preliminaries. Y'all know where to find me. Going over to Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, I.O.W Sports Network. You know where to find it. No top play today. Like I said, we're already at 12 minutes past the hour, and your boy is giving all the colored people a bad name by being dumb late. So look, as always, joining me on Monday, we got a special guest. Well, first of all, I don't even know if this guy is even a special guest anymore. The guy has been on here so much, like we're probably going to turn it to Mondays with Ma and Boney Homie. I don't know. I mean, maybe we should just start this new show. Just call it Mondays with Boney Homie and Welcome. I don't know. I got to work on the name. They probably need to work on that. But look, like the suspense is gone. Like he. You know how you go over to somebody's house and you start knowing where the cups is at. And knowing where the damn silverware is at, that means you've been there enough. You no longer guess. You've been there. Like you pretty much you pay rent, but you don't. Like that's kind of what it is. And so none other than the Boney Homie.
Yeah, the cash and the prop had some dope that I just thought of. Hold on, let me start over. Yeah. The cash and the props, I'm coming for all that.
I mean, hey, see, let's just be honest.
I got all the blocks, nigga. Big thin wallets.
What's good, Boney Homie?
Still here rocking with the best. Don't worry if I write rhymes. Don't worry checks.
Eh, as always, like I say, y'all look, the suspense is gone. I mean, the guy is a regular here on I.O.W. Sports. Is like the man should start getting a little show. I mean, hell.
I'm a co-host, basically.
Yeah.
Rotate co-host. Not Nick.
now we usually when Bunny Homie gets on here, we'll have some kind of and we will have this on later on tonight. We always have some kind of I don't want to say bet, but it's we've already
It's basically Bones got a point to prove.
That's
pretty much what it is.
Yes. So we already kind of went over, how the greatness of Hakeem Olajuwon, and when the player is got to concede, he got to concede. When the opposition got a good take a good point, he make this point, and it is what it is. It's no hard feelings. We're both grown. I could take that the man had laid out a good point about Hakeem the Dream Olajuwon being great, and eventually, once you see what is presented, I mean, the man, if I didn't know any better, did better than a corner pointed lawyer. So he took the chance and laid out the facts, and you present them, and you have to be honest with yourself. Okay, Bones had a point about Hakeem the Dream Olajuwon. So we'll have a little segment in later on in the show when we get to that. I know we already lost about 10 minutes, but we'll convene a way because
I told you to stop smoking before the shows.
Man, the crazy thing, man, I ain't even smoke. Well, okay.
I told you to start smoking before these shows. What was the problem one way or the other?
I was gonna say, well, damn, I didn't smoke, but then I think, well, just because I just didn't smoke right before the show, I mean, like I had smoked like a couple of hours before the show, and man, I was watching the TV, and next thing I know, I woke up, and once the old lady wasn't on the couch anymore, I'm like, let me go take a look at the time of the clock. And she said 12:03. I was like, oh shit. So yeah, I might have to slow down on the herbal before this show. I just need to do enough to get the energy, the creative juice going. I think I made it done too much.
Screaming mania. Get you that screaming mania alarm, nigga. You won't be late.
Look, maybe I need to just lighten up a little bit on how much I do before the show. But look, before we get into our normal Bones and Wildcard Mar little basketball soiree debate, because I got a point to prove, because I said to the last time at the show that there's no way that 94-95 and in 95-96 Houston would have won those two championships had MJ been there the whole time. And I'll get to that.
Get there.
And you it's good job, Matt, being here at the right time. And fuck LeBron, yes, always a good time to always say fuck LeBron.
When he give me a W, I don't say it.
No, I'm still on fuck LeBron because let's be honest.
Pause.
Whoa. Pause in that situation, but as in, but it's still fuck LeBron though.
Just don't worry like that.
Because you really got to look at the situation. Look, I know these 30 point games look good now, but the Lakers still ain't. It's not making the Lakers better.
It is though. But the fact that he just can't do that for 60 games. The fact that that's what's needed to win is what's
the problem. Well, that's the problem.
I won't blame LeBron for it being needed.
No. I'm not blaming LeBron for it, but I mean, he still, whether he wants to admit it or not, still has a hand in how this team got put together.
Pretty big hand.
I'll say that. But
Big hand. Makes some bad
it's
calls.
oh well, yeah, it definitely bad calls,
He
but I'm
makes a
just
bad
saying.
call that's detrimental and gonna affect us for the rest of my life.
Matt put it backwards. He spelled it backwards. He said Katuff Norbell. But no, you look at how this Lakers team is supposed to be built since he came over to LA. He's supposed to be, yes, still the aging superstar, but I'm believe that he brought over AD to help be able to start taking over the load. I'm of the belief he brought over Westbrook to start taking over the load, where he can just be the facilitator that he likes to do, not the closer, and let these guys take on majority of the weight, and he can do whatever the hell he wants to. But he hasn't had the ability to do that since he's been with the Lakers. I don't care what nobody says. He hasn't had the ability to not be the offensive focal point.
Hmm.
I mean, when's the last time AD's been healthy? You know, um,
His life, 12.
hey, all bullshit aside, it's getting to that point where we have to go back to this man high school days to find out the last time he's been healthy. That's how bad it's gotten.
He was a point guard then when he was there. So
And he was like 6'3", 6'2". But like that's it's a funny joke, but that sucks for a joke that the guy can't stay healthy. He, that sucks for a joke.
it
But I
does.
mean,
Jokes on us.
bruh, big time. He said, "Beat a bum, stat pattern. He was born to be." Hey, look, I will always give LeBron the respect that he deserves because I think he's going to be he's going to go down in history as one of the best basketball players. But until like right now, eh, that's all I see is a guy that's his stats is going to go up just because obviously he has to play. I'm not going to hold that against him, but it's meaningful basketball. This team not winning nothing in the playoffs.
Unless LeBron's the GOAT.
You're not going to say this shit again.
Hey, I'm gonna say it. If niggas make impossible happen, it's over. Go.
I mean, come on, bro. No. Hey, let's be serious right now, Bones. There's no way. There's zero. You making it seem like there's at least a 5% chance these motherfuckers could find a way to make something happen in the playoffs. I don't see it.
I don't see it either, but I think it is a 5% chance though. I think anybody who get there has a 5% chance at least. It can. It's a possibility, just not a probability.
Okay, so let me ask you this. Right now, it'd be the playoff game, play-in tournament. They would be the ninth seed, so they would have to win that first matchup against
Oh,
New
shit,
Orleans. Right?
but
So
that's easy.
oh well, I'm
No, we
saying
don't play New Orleans, do we? We'll
um
play.
no,
I have to in front of me.
no, it'll be was it
Six,
seven? It's 7 versus 10, 8 versus
yeah,
9.
7 seed.
Okay, so it'd be the Clippers.
Yeah, we play Clippers. That's it.
Lakers can't mess with the Clippers right now, not this year. and that's without Kawhi Leonard and Paul George. Lakers can't mess with that.
It's improbable. I'm not gonna call it impossible. That's all I'm saying. I don't
But
think
they,
it'll happen. I would
but they
never.
would
I,
but
would-
they
not
would
only
have
would I
to win
right,
that though.
right. Not only would I bet, would I not bet on it? I will bet against it. But I'm just saying it could happen. Like as a possibility. It's not completely impossible to happen.
Okay, say they get past them, but then they would still have to get past either New Orleans or Minnesota, which is 7th or 10th seed, and then they would still be placed at the 8 seed, and then that will put them against Phoenix.
Mhm.
Come
All
on,
right.
man. Now, if they somehow magically get out the play-in tournament, there's no way, no way.
But then that's the thing is that all they gotta do is beat Phoenix.
What they got to beat them 3 times.
Four. Once they beat Phoenix 4 times, then they might as well they could win the championship.
Man, you really think in
I
God's
think if
green earth?
I think if they could beat Phoenix, they could win the championship.
Shit, I
But
can't.
I also
I,
think that Phoenix has a 95% chance of winning it.
look. I know I've been calling you crazy if they go somewhere far with this roster, and you might be able to get me that LeBron may be the GOAT after that. You might be, but
This should even be no Mike, nigga. I'm championing this shit if he actually did.
if they get past Phoenix, I had to concede that one. I can't even cap because this roster getting that far in the West.
Like, I don't believe they'll win the play-in. I just don't.
I'm just I don't see too much winning playoff wise anyway
I
coming
don't either.
from like I'm having a hard time seeing that, but we'll come back to that. We'll come back to that because there's still a couple more weeks left in the regular season. There's still play-in tournament that needs to happen. So we got about a couple more weeks left in the regular season. So we'll come back to that. But you being a Saints fan, obviously, I think last week we kind of touched on what possibilities with Deshaun Watson. He goes to Cleveland. Goes to Cleveland of all teams, and I think Cleveland is still a good team. Before they made the trade to get him, they still haven't moved Baker Mayfield. But with him going to Cleveland instead of New Orleans or Atlanta, New Orleans, just Saints, they stick with Jameis Winston.
I don't feel stuck though. I mean, I'm just afraid of what he's gonna come back and be. But I feel like shit. Apparently, we got confidence in him, so they must know that he's good. And we restructuring contracts and shit. So I'm good with that. I was good with James Winston anyway. I got a special place in my heart for Deshaun Watson for some reason. I don't even know why I do, other than he a black quarterback. He
Yeah.
black, I'm black. But my quarterback is black, my Lambo is blue anyway. Now here's the thing I said that I was immediately told I was crazy as fuck for saying by my friend who knows football better than me. But I'm still standing by it. Deshaun Watson won like a motherfucker. He got guaranteed money to go somewhere where he can't disappoint anybody. You can't. What the how you if they like even if they are projected to be the favorites to win the Super Bowl, let's just say that for the argument's sake. Even if they are, and he doesn't even get to the playoffs, you're playing for the Browns, who's really gonna be that disappointed?
Well, the Browns been kind of, I'll give Baker this. I'm not big on Baker Mayfield, but he's part of that, I guess, that turnaround that the Cleveland Browns have been looking for a long time. I mean, got him a playoff victory last year, the first time in 30 years. So I mean,
And you gotta look at that like, damn, imagine what they could have did had they had a quarterback.
which is the reason why they make this trade. Look, let's be honest. This is why you make this trade.
Great trade for Cleveland.
Oh, it's a fantastic trade for
Great
Cleveland.
trade. I can't picture them doing anything better possibly. Like if I had to give them an off-season grade, I would give it to them right now with an A+ no matter what comes next. I mean, they gotta get rid of Baker Mayfield. You just don't want that. You don't want that energy, nigga. I don't want you around my quarterback. That shit might be contagious.
But here's something interesting. Guess you move off. Well, you get Deshaun Watson. You haven't been able to move Baker yet. If you see how they structured Deshaun's contract, the first year, which would be the upcoming season, is pretty much a $1 million base, and the rest is still all guaranteed. And the way that they structured it looks like the team and both Deshaun's representatives kind of make it look like, well, hell, just in case we get suspended, is not like a lot of money loss. And just the way that it's set up, maybe what I'm getting from it is that Deshaun's team and the Cleveland Browns are expecting some type of suspension, and they don't seem like they're in that much of a hurry to move off Baker. I mean, and maybe I'm reading too much into it. Like maybe you keep Baker just because you feel there's going to be a suspension, and then you're able to move off of him later on. Because I mean, let's be honest, there's not a lot of starting jobs left that Baker can even go get right now. I mean, all that.
I mean, there was never a lot of starting jobs that Baker could get. But my thing is like, what's even the value of Baker anyway, as far as trading them instead of having them in your back pocket at this point? Because like at a certain point, it's got to be just a detriment to just get rid of them, unless you just want to get rid of them just because you want to start fresh. But like, you're not really going to gain much. If by way of anything, like I think Baker Mayfield is a solid backup quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
Not worth. He overpaid for a backup quarterback, obviously, but I feel like what better situation were you going to put yourself in, especially if you're playing thinking that maybe Deshaun might be suspended.
And if you really look at it, just in the 2022 year, the Cleveland Browns will only spend 19 to 20 million at the quarterback position, and that's with a Deshaun and a Baker on the team. I said it early on the show, like maybe that might be the reason they're not in such a rush to move off of Baker. I don't look. Anytime you see a team and agents both collectively come up with a contract that kind of make it look like it's going to be more favorable towards both parties, just in case the guy gets suspended, they know something that I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I've never seen a team, do it. I don't. Matt asked how much did they Jacoby Brissett sign for? I do not know, Matt. I'll look that up in just a second because he just got signed this year, and because he just left Miami, and so he wasn't. He was just brought in. Hold on, let me look it up real quick, Matt, so I can give you an honest answer on how much he's getting paid. He's on a 1 year, $4.65 million deal. And it's fully guaranteed. So there you go. There's 24, almost probably 24, $25 million split between three guys for 1 year by the Cleveland Browns. That's a Deshaun, Baker, and Jacoby Brissett under one roof. I mean, it's
not bad.
Well, financially, it's not bad. I mean, what Aaron Rodgers is costing the Packers $50 million this year by himself. So I guess when you can get away with 25 to 26 million, that's with the Deshaun, Baker, and Jacoby Brissett under one roof. I mean, that's three guys for one, pretty much that one price of 26 million. It's
basically,
if you really look at it feasibly, just for this year, you're not hurting that much to hold on to Baker.
Except for the fact that you actually holding on to Baker.
Well, yeah, but
that itself is hurting.
but you're not going to be able to move him. Not right now. I don't think you can.
Well, I would rather just hold on to him and see if I could get somebody desperate enough to take Baker Mayfield. It's a sucker point every day.
Yeah, it's literally at that point where he's like you're really emergency backup because you're hoping, praying that the civil suits don't garner a suspension, which is I'll say this. I don't know why you would suspend Deshaun Watson now when you could have had suspended him last year when the situation first came down, and now the criminal charges aren't being pursued now. So there's nothing really criminally for him to get in trouble for. So I don't know why you.
Well,
The
don't they
NFL
usually wait until after the criminal charges, no matter what, to do the suspension?
Yeah, they normally do. So if criminal charges aren't being filed and he's not being prosecuted
I don't know
criminally,
what. Yeah, I don't know what leg they even have to stand on.
hey,
Like,
that's
at
it.
best, at best, he finna settle some civil courts out. Settle some civil lawsuits outside of court, and then you gonna find him for that? Like, that's not proof of guilt or anything.
Oh
So I
no,
really, you know what I mean? I really don't feel like they even have a leg to stand on to suspend him. But I don't know. NFL does its own thing. It's not like it's actual court of law.
yeah, and Matt's asking, did he break any NFL regulations though? I don't know for a fact that he broke any regulations. That's just me, seeing it as a sportscaster or a person that does podcasts and watches sports just like anybody else. So, but I will say I've seen the NFL suspend people for anything that they deem contra what's that conduct detrimental to the league. If they deem that is a violation of conduct policies, or as in making the image of the NFL look bad. Look, they're the NFL. They're their own governing body, and so
That's how it stands. That's a monarchy.
yeah, pretty much whatever Goodell decides to do, he's the law. I mean, let's call it what it is. So if at any point right now he says, "Oh, Deshaun Watson, your behavior," Nick said, "Tell Mike I'm allowing him to have my spot."
I keep the secret warm. So make sure you make sure you change the passwords. Change the locks on all the doors.
All shit changed by the time Nick get back. No, but no. I don't, to really answer your question, Matt. Goodell can do whatever the hell he wants to if he deems that it's conduct detrimental to the NFL. I mean, and none of these owners are really gonna care. I mean, the owners use Goodell as their spokesperson. He speaks for those 31 owners, so they not gonna feel no type of way if he suspends them or not. I mean, Cleveland Browns will,
Definitely.
but they obviously
Yep,
look like
good point, Stan.
yeah, but they obviously look like they got something put in place. He gets suspended anyway because I love the fact that his agent got him $230 million fully guaranteed over 5 years.
That's beautiful.
That was real beautiful. If I'm an
That's what it
athlete,
takes. That's what it takes to play for Cleveland.
yeah, but if I'm an athlete, I'm like, yo, Deshaun, I need your agent's number, bro. I mean, they got it set up that he's still gonna walk away with $230 million guaranteed, no matter what, barring any kind of suspension. The way that they structured that contract, I mean, I thought that was genius, and really it helps both Deshaun and the team out. Say he gets suspended, it's not costing that much against the cap. To have Deshaun sitting out, you're really not losing. You're losing something performance-wise. I'll say that.
Bro, this motherfucker in front of me asleep or something. Flip my camera and show you how you driving directly in the middle of the road. I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to do it. And let's figure out why I'm driving.
Hey, I was about to say, don't even worry about it, bro. I prefer that you
I want to pass him, but he's literally driving like the line is in the middle of his truck.
Hey, give him one good hump and wake his ass up. I don't know. That might wake him up because I know when I see big rigs, man, that gets me on high alert.
He's a big rig himself, though. He don't give a fuck.
Matt saying desperation on the Browns' behalf. No, I think it's smart. You're getting prepared for the worst, but also if it don't go worse, you're in a good goddamn standing. You got one of the best quarterbacks in
If
NFL.
he's asking what I think he's asking, the hell yes, desperation on the Browns' behalf. If he has, you guarantee this nigga 5 years. It's 5 years, right?
Yeah, 5 years, 230.
You guarantee him 5 years, 30. That's all desperation. Like you can't just nigga. He's like, nigga, you know I don't want to play for the Browns. They were like, nigga, we'll pay you no matter what happens, bro. Just please save us some Baker.
Hey, I never really thought about that, but I mean, if you really look at the Browns roster, is pretty nice. Is real nice from top to bottom, offense, defense. They got stars everywhere. So my man said all the massage parlors in Cleveland are happy as hell.
Nobody will go to a massage parlor in Cleveland. That's how you know he's gonna stay out of trouble.
Hey, Deshaun was like, what y'all massage parlors hitting for over there in Cleveland? Oh, they ain't shit. So you saying I'll be able to stay out of trouble? Yeah, sign me up. Yeah, I'm in there. Yeah, Deshaun, these ain't the kind of massage parlors you want, dog. Okay, cool. Sign me up.
You point this bitch, you actually just getting a massage, ain't no.
She pretty much got bionic arms. She's touching them by like robot and like massaging and shit, like mechanical arms and shit. But I don't know. It's but going back to your Jameis point, I think y'all are going to be fine with Jameis. Especially because the new offensive coordinator worked under Sean Payton. Of course, he's no longer there. And so it'll be familiar offense for Jameis, who's been there in the last 2 years.
I love Jameis.
Played damn well last year before he got hurt, before the knee injury.
Yep.
I'm actually glad for Jameis, and I don't say that a lot. I've been very critical of Jameis, but I give credit when credit is due. Jameis did damn well before he got hurt.
Nigga couldn't see.
I forgot like, he did get his eyes fixed.
Yeah, I feel like niggas just glossed over the fact that this nigga really couldn't see. He was just slinging the ball to whoever was out there. That's how you get 30 and 30. That's wild. Like this nigga really couldn't see. I feel like that's like if you had to pick the top 3 skills you need to have as quarterback, I think number 1 is sight.
That would be the number one.
I think sight is more important than arm strength.
Hey, real talk, if you can't see, I mean, because this quarterbacks today ain't got no arm and still can manage to have somewhat of a career. But if you can't see, man, shit, goddamn, we striking out over here. My man Jameis was really going, I'm gonna do something good, but I'm gonna follow it up with something real bad. Look, somebody down there gonna catch a ball.
Like a little picture of the woman with her hands on her knees squinting. That's Jameis. Jameis right before a deep pass. He's trying to talk to the lineman. Hey, that jersey blue or red?
Hey man, so I think it worked. I still don't like the fact that y'all gave Jason, what's his name, Taysom Hill, some damn money. I don't know why the hell y'all keep wanting to give that gadget player some money. Hey,
I hate that nigga.
Taysom Hill.
Yep, I hate that nigga. I hate that nigga. Unless we move to a full-time Wildcat offense, bro.
He,
Why? What is your purpose, nigga? Like
I
this
I
nigga
don't know.
defines jack of all trades.
He's
He's a jack. Like he's a jack. Not a queen, king, ace. No, that nigga's a jack of everything.
I'm here to make you
And that's
laugh.
and that shit don't work like it don't work like that. It just don't like I don't you being good, like you being decent, and I mean decent in like the sense of the word. Most people say decent, they mean better than decent. I mean actually like what's the word? Serviceable. You being a serviceable everything is not good. Because no matter where I put you, you're still not good. I can put him anywhere and he could be average there or less. The fucking point. Just pay somebody who's fucking above average or average to do that shit. I don't know. It's just me.
Oh no! Look, I feel you, Matt. Matt saying the same thing. He got jack of all trades and is master of none of them.
Not even
That's a fair
close.
point. What is one quarterback you won't have to see no more? Matt Ryan. He's going to Indianapolis. He got traded today. I get that with Arthur Smith.
Somebody do that.
Yeah. The coach down there in Atlanta, he was running run RPO, so run pass option, and had Matt Ryan doing a lot of RPO last year. He wasn't the greatest at it, so obviously we know that's not his style, offensive style, and so eventually you got to move on. But man, they're eating $40 million of dead money to get rid of this guy. Oh my gosh, is Matt Ryan good enough to eat $40 million of dead money? Can't spend it on nothing. It's just gone.
I don't know what they're trying to do.
It's just
That's my
absolutely
thing.
gone.
He's not. I don't know what they're trying to do.
Well,
What
they
their
did
game
get
plan is.
well no, they did go and get what's his name? Marcus Mariota. Formerly when he was with Tennessee, went to the Raiders for the last couple of years, and now he's down in Atlanta, and he's more suited for the run pass option. So that makes sense why you get him. But man, to eat $40 million?
No, like the whole deal, it ain't worth it.
I just kept running with Matt Ryan.
Hey, like, yeah, the hit you take for the moderate improvement the moderate improvement is only in the damn it, I can't think of the word I want to use right now. The scheme. It's only a scheme moderate improvement. It's not the skill for skill moderate improvement.
Yeah.
So like I don't understand why that hit is even worth it.
Eat the $40 million to trade Matt Ryan to Indianapolis, and you still had to come off 2 years, almost $20 million to get Marcus Mariota. So, hey, yeah, Atlanta.
Oh, I love it. Tell you that much.
Yeah, you as a Saints fan love it.
I love it. I'm
Dirty Burton on
Dirty
him.
Burton.
Yo, I remember when Jamal Anderson first did that, dog. I went crazy as a kid. I was like, yo, that's the hottest shit in the world.
Yep, we love that shit.
Yeah, and then he was out the league about a year later. I wonder what's up with Jamal Anderson, what he up to right now. I wonder what he's up to right now. Anyway. Let's get to what we like to do here on Monday. We probably won't be able to get to both of ours, but I'll definitely let you spin your case today on how great
I'm fire this phone up.
how great Lou Alcindor was. And for those who don't know who Lou Alcindor is, he goes by the Muslim name of Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Which I'm grateful for. Only reason he's a Laker because he's a Muslim. Get into it. We got here because I was discussing. I don't know. I would say I don't know. As I did the Hakeem case, I don't know whether or not Kareem is better than Hakeem. And I did. So I dug and I dug and I dug and I did my research. Things I already knew would put with things I didn't know. And I said, you know what? I'm having the wrong argument here. Is Kareem the GOAT? First of all, where do we start with basketball? Is basketball start? And because of the common argument that is Jordan, I had to ask, does basketball start when you finally start winning, or does it start when you first start playing? Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, high school record, 95-6. Championship every year.
Wait. Hold on. That man went 95-6 all 4 years throughout high school.
Yep.
Oh gosh.
Championship every year. I'm not gonna bother going through the records. Let's just say that he has all of them. Let's just throw it out there like that. If I read out the high school records, I don't think they mean that much in this argument, but let's just say that he has all the records.
Mm-hmm.
NCAA, he's there for 3 years, wins the championship every year. The most outstanding player in the tournament all 3 years. The only person to ever do that.
Mm-hmm.
2 times National Player of the Year, 3-time I forgot what it's called. Yeah, everything. College record, 88-2. 88-2.
Wait. So he goes what? You said 92-6 or
95-6, then 88-2.
95-6 in high school, and then 88-2 in UCLA under John Wooden. Yeah, you're correct. You're correct, Matt. UCLA under John Wooden, when John Wooden and UCLA was pretty much unstoppable.
He couldn't dunk there.
Nope.
Gratefully, which is grateful because that's why the sky hookup's so fucking amazing that he can shoot with either hand. Mm-hmm. And it's unblockable, only blocked by somebody who had to be a fucking freak of nature, like Will Chamberlain, just jumped high as fuck. And that's a whole nother story about how underrated that nigga is. So, comes into the league. He changes the Milwaukee Bucks. They go up 20, I forget how many wins. I didn't write it down. 20-something wins. Wins the MVP, wins the Finals MVP. He goes 32-16.
Mm-hmm.
Wins 3 MVPs in a row, 5 MVPs in 8 years, 6 MVPs total, most ever for anybody. Yeah, 2 scoring titles, 4 blocks titles. He would have the record for blocks if they counted blocks in his first 4 years.
So they weren't even keeping numbers of it the first 4 years.
Right, his first 4 years, but he still had the record of blocks. He lost it, but he would still have it had they been counting blocks.
Mm.
His best year ever, he won the MVP. And the Lakers, we didn't even make playoffs. He went to the Lakers because he wanted to be around more Muslims. Ain't nothing in Milwaukee. That's pretty much he wanted to go to New York or the Lakers. We got him. Best year ever. Don't make the playoffs. He scores 28 points, 17 rebounds, and 4 blocks. Average.
Jeez.
The record for rebounds in a year is 1,111. That is still standing from that year. He won MVP that year without making the playoffs.
Mm.
In the first ring the Lakers won, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was 33-7. This is the finals numbers. 33-17, 5-5.
Jeez. What, 5 blocks, 5 assists?
5 blocks, 5 assists.
Jesus Christ.
And in that game, he got hurt the one game, so he didn't play. But that first game was the massacre? Yep, the first game was the massacre, where we got beat like by 30 points. 140, 114, something like that. And they were basically writing Kareem off at that point. Next game, Kareem comes back. 30 points, 17 rebounds, 8 assists, 3 blocks. At age 38, making him the oldest Finals MVP. I think I'm actually getting 2 series mixed up right now. That's not the same series, but the next series, the first series in the sweet repeat. He came back at 38, oldest Finals MVP. Largest gap between Finals MVPs, showing you how the longevity of greatness, 14 years apart, he was Finals MVP.
Between the last ones that he had.
Yep. Mm. So no one has achieved more than Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, ever. Nobody you can name. Scoring, he's still leading in scoring right now, even though LeBron James is stat padding his way up there.
I like how you snuck that in there, dog.
But you just got six NBA champion, 6-time NBA champion, 2-time Finals MVP, 6-time MVP, which is a record, 19-time All Star, which is a record, 10-time All NBA first team, which is a record, 5-time All NBA second team, which is 15 All NBAs, which is a record, 11-time All Defense, which is a record, rookie of the years, 2-time scoring title. Like, if the game is about success, I don't know who's more successful than that. I will make you an argument for Magic. I have a good argument for Magic, and the difference between the two of them is just longevity, and that's for a reason. But you can't argue if you make an argument for me for why Michael Jordan is better than him. Your argument starts and ends at Michael Jordan was 6-0 in the finals. That's not enough of a case. Well, who's that? You make an argument for LeBron against him?
You can't. I no.
Like, who do you make the argument for against being greater than Kareem? And honestly, my feelings about GOAT changing so often. Tomorrow I'm going to think somebody else to go. But for right now, I'm standing firm on Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is the greatest of all time because basketball don't just start in the NBA because he's obviously the greatest college player ever. It's not even fucking close.
That's not a debate. No.
It counts.
So you're saying overall basketball career
and NBA. And you want to break it down level for level and NBA. The success level from the jump wasn't I need to get this on my team before we can start winning. He came in from the jump and started winning. 20-something wins changed by drafting him. Now, next year, you get an old Oscar Robertson, and that pushed him over. But he came in from the jump and added 20 wins. Imagine a rookie coming in right now and averaging 28 points and 14 rebounds. Imagine if Zion had did that. Everybody would be talking about Zion is going to be the GOAT.
You're a better team off rip. Not just a better team, but just like you said, you're on the verge of doing things that you haven't seen done before of a rookie and having that much success and instant fame and instant gratification. I mean, I don't know of any player right now or ever that played basketball and had that much not success, but just continuous success. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't realize. But I'm saying I didn't know that Kareem was winning pretty much his whole life. I didn't know that.
Yeah, super win. I mean, I didn't know his high school shit was like that. Oh, nor did I know how good his record was in college. I knew he was the man. I knew he won all the three championships in 3 years, but I didn't know
how good it was, how dominant it was, I should say.
And you can't tell me the one nigga who has the one shot that literally can't be stopped, unless fucking Will Chamberlain keeps playing it for years.
Yeah,
it's an unstoppable shot. It's amazing. And it's also a testament to the level of difficulty of the shot that you don't see it no more.
Well, not that you don't see it no more. You don't see people try to practice it because they couldn't get it down. They just couldn't.
Right. That's what I mean. Like, you can't, the testament to the difficulty of the fucking shot. He's been working on the sky since he was on 13, too. So that wasn't even, he was 13 on, and then he really mastered it in college when he couldn't dunk.
Imagine if he could have dunked.
It probably would have been detrimental to his progression.
I get what you're saying, as in it'd been detrimental because it would take away from the obviously unstoppableness of the hook shot, because he would be probably more inclined to dunk more.
He'd probably be more unstoppable in college, but like as far as career length wise, especially when you look at those. Oh yeah, that's another thing I forgot to mention. So clearly, after he got hurt, and those last 6 years of his career, it was like by far his down period. He played till he was 40. Okay, those 6 years he averaged like 20 points and 8 rebounds.
At a
So
40-year-old was
right.
still
So
good.
when you looking at his numbers, you looking at his career numbers like, okay, well, he only averaged 24 and 11 or something, right? But if the whole thing, if you stopped it when he stopped, if you took those last 6 years off, Kareem career average would have been 28 and 14.
But and I get that point, but I'm looking at his numbers in his last few years. Those
Which are
numbers would stand up right now in today's league as a good player.
But for his standards, that was trash. You know,
Yeah,
right? Like it was.
That's what's amazing. To his standards, is down. You put those numbers in today's basketball game, and you got a starter. You got a starter on all 30 teams.
And I think the reason that Kareem is not brought up in the GOAT conversation nearly enough or as often is because of his personality. He wasn't trying to talk to nobody for real, for real. Like he wasn't flashy, he wasn't Magic, he wasn't Mike, he wasn't Kobe. You know what I mean? And then also like
he was militant but a lot of people don't like Kareem at that point in time of his career because he was militant as hell.
Yep.
He was militant as hell at that point in time. By the time he got to the NBA, pretty much once he got with the nation and went from Lou Alcindor to Kareem, that was pretty much the end of him being so outward and forward and fucking with the media right there. That was it. So and what you got with Kareem is what you got, and
you add to that the fact that the NBA wasn't that popular.
No.
Like NBA was facing death until Magic and Bird started fighting for racism or whatever.
The race war.
Right, like when the race war happened, that's what saved the NBA. And then Michael Jordan profited from that by being the most popular person during the most popular time on top of it.
Mm-hmm.
Like he came in while they raised it up, he came in being fucking amazing to fucking watch with eyes and getting more eyes. So like everybody else got more of a memories of them and more like nostalgia and more the popularity in itself and the personalities of these people pushed them over.
Mm-hmm. And you dealing with Kareem at that point in time, you're talking about in the middle of still, civil rights movement. You still dealing with that Jim Crow and all that stuff going on. Of course, he's part of the nation dealing with that part of society. I mean, you're right. Basketball was, like you said, NBA was on the brink of going under. like about to shut the doors. This product ain't working. It, but bro, they was taping the NBA finals. They was taping them.
Yeah, that was insane. That was insane. And that was just like the most efficient thing to do.
They taped them, and literally they would play them at a certain specific time, but it would be like a day later or some shit like that. But like NBA wouldn't. It's crazy that I knew how good Kareem was. Obviously, him being a defensive guy and being able to be on defensive side of records, of course, being the all-time leading scorer. You just look at the numbers and you're like, well, how did he do that? And then then you bring up the fact that he was pretty much unstoppable all the way from fucking high school. The man been a winner on top of winner on top of winner. I mean, now that you look at the grand scheme of Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, now it's kind of like, why don't we put him in the GOAT conversation?
Oh, and random tidbit, because we're about to run out of time. It's not even important. I just want to point it out. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar actually got drafted by the ABA and the NBA, offered a shitload of money from both, decided to go to the NBA. Oh, and he was also offered $1 million from the Globetrotters.
I heard that.
Which is in itself $1 million then
was a lot. especially
for the Globetrotters. That
yeah, for the Globetrotters to give you that type of money. That's a lot of coins. A lot of coins.
thought that was crazy.
Man, damn Bones, man, you didn't mess around and did it again, man. Come around, you should start coming with some kind of valedictorian type of get up. Like we're gonna do a valedictorian gimmick next time you come on.
Next time, the next one I'm going to dig into my favorite player of all time, of any and all time, and I'm gonna tell you why he's actually the GOAT, even though I just said Kareem is. We're gonna talk about Magic Johnson.
Man, bro, I've been loving that Winning Time. That's a good ass show.
You watched the newest episode?
Yes, I watched it, bro. I watched that joint last.
Bro, on the Elbow Drop podcast, you can find us everywhere where you have podcasts, and we'll be back soon. On the Elbow Drop podcast, we always review old shows, and we always watching whenever we watch a Chris Benoit match, we're like, is that the flying headbutt that made him go kill his family? Or like, every time he gets hit in the head with a chair, it's like, is that the one?
Is that the one that started?
That's how we feel about Magic Johnson. Like every time I see Magic Johnson fuck a bitch, I'm like, this last episode was definitely, I was like, oh bro, that's it. That's it right there.
Hey, it's funny you say that, bro, because when I saw it, I'm like, oh, that might have been the beginning of the end right there.
It's like you just waiting on it to happen. It's like if you watched Captain Marvel and you was waiting on damn, I can't remember his name, Samuel Jackson character.
Shit.
Nick Fury. It's like when you're waiting on Nick Fury to lose his eye. Like, is he gonna lose it here? That's how that's how you feel about that shit.
But no, for those who don't know what we're talking about, get the HBO Max, watch Winning Time. It's a good little drama series that they got. It's pretty much the story of Dr. Buzz, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and Magic Johnson. It's a good little series, man. It'll bug you out. Of course, it's a dramatization, but they got a little bit of factual stuff in there. So if you are a sports fan, you get the sports feel about it, but you also get the HBO magic sprinkled on it, little HBO season that they put on it. It's a good little series. I think everybody would totally dig it. But look, man, I ain't gonna hold you up. Obviously, you're doing your thing, getting them coins. Hey, I look forward to next Monday. We take people to school. Bony homie time. I mean, I guess that's what we're gonna name it on Mondays.
Thing.
Yeah.
I've been thinking it hasn't come up, and I'm also just for everybody listening. Even though you don't know this yet, but you're gonna be on the Elbow Drop podcast on Thursday when we go live. So
this Thursday?
Yep.
I'm trying to think what I got planned. Obviously, I ain't got shit planned till midnight.
Nigga.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. DK, sir. Hey, look, y'all, we out of here. Y'all come back tomorrow, same midnight hours, same midnight show with your boy Walker Mar on behalf of the Bony Homie. I am Walker Mar. Y'all be good. I'll check y'all out tomorrow. Peace, world. Go have a fantastic Tuesday. All right, Bony Homie.
Bert.
Yo. Sound like LTD verse. Let's get it. Let's go. Alright, let me get serious this time. Yo, I'm on my God of War shit. All the war spits, let the bass kick. Nigga, feel the fucking floor lift. Watch your pores rip from these razor blade fingertips. Smoke hit your face like a hammer fist. Outstanding wit, suicidal flow. Nose diving to a free fall. Speedball, cannonball, jerking out on Adderall. I just watch the bodies fall. Supercharged like Dragon Ball. When I spit this fire out my mouth, you hear the dragon skull. Deadly with explosiveness, just softer than some woven silk. Grind the rapper's flesh in the syrup and call it muscle milk. So nutritious, my hunger forever endless. I'm vicious and bloodthirsty, my nigga. I handle business pretentious, I leave them injured. Eating pickles for dinner, underground like not the splinter. Then hibernate for the winter. Illiterate, so I can give a fuck about the sentence. Belligerent, so I don't give a fuck about repentance.